everybody, welcome back to the Lowrider Grind, and we're still working on the pedal car, but we are at a very exciting time in the pedal car. This is where we're going to use candies and just do all kinds of fun things to do on it. We're going to use some templates and make some shadowing and stuff like that, but this is the fun part right now that we're working on, working with all these candies. And I want to give a big shout out to DeVilvis, who has sponsored us with the ProLite gun and the GPG gun that we shot the flake through. And I want to give a big shout out to them. And of course I want to give another shout out to Iwata for supplying us the HP TH airbrush gun. That was interesting to use. I kind of like it. It has a trigger on the bottom, so it was kind of fun. So without further ado, let's get into the most exciting part. This is episode 22, part 3, where we do all the candy work, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. Let's go out to the shop. All right, everybody. It's time to sand down the pedal car. We've shot it with 3 coats of clear, buried the flake, and now it's time to go after it and really put on the graphics. So to do that, I'm gonna need to grab me some 600 grit and start sanding down that clear coat. Here's what we're going to be using today. 600 grit. Now I'm going to take my time. I'm just going to use a small little spongy little block, if you want to call it. I'm just going to take my time and go through every square inch of this particular car just to make sure it works out fine for me. Now I put some graphics on it, but those are all coming out. I'm just working with some ideas, see what works well, and so it's time for me to get in there and block that clear off so I can get some graphics on there. But I got a little idea of what I want to do to get some really nice graphics in there, silver leafing and a bunch of other stuff on there. But anyway, this is the little pedal car, and it's time for me to hit it with some 600 to prep it up for graphics. The Lowrider Grind. I'll get back to you as soon as I get some of this clear coat sanded down with the 600. I'll show you how it looks. Alright, pedal car moving along. Welcome back to the Lowrider Grind on the pedal car phase 3. We shot the clear over it. Now we got to scuff the clear and get it ready to do some graphics. So what you want to do is you want to take 400 grit right here and you want to scuff up the entire pedal car so you get rid of the shine. Once you get rid of the shine, and then we're going to come in here with 1/2 inch tape, 1/16 guidelines. These are your reference points that I'm going to put on the car, and you'll see how I do that. Then we're going to use the 6 millimeter tape, and we're going to use a 3 millimeter tape. Those are the most common tapes to use. So it's ready for taping, ready to get the graphics on. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the car around here so you can take a look at how it looks and how it's getting ready to get prepped up for the graphics. So let me show you how this thing looks all the way around, and let's get to striping. Alrighty. Alright everyone, we are back to the pedal car. Now all the guidelines have been removed, and basically what I used was a razor blade and pointed tweezers. So what you do is you just cut in between the lines, you get your little tweezers and you take the little piece out. And you just do it to all the little tiny pieces in there. Make sure you get all the little pieces out. So, and that's what you do with all the guide strips, the reference points. You just take them all off cut them with your razor blade, and peel them off with your little tweezers, point tweezers. So, let me show you what's next for this little pedal car. I'll bring you right back and I'll tell you what my next step's going to be. Alright, we are back with the pedal car, and we've got it all masked off where all the graphics are going to go. And the next thing we're going to do is shoot some graphics in. We're going to use some stencils, and we have been provided a airbrush gun from the Iwata Corporation. This is the HPTH. It's got a bottom trigger. See the bottom trigger on it? I've never used this one, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So we're going to be using this airbrush system from Iwata to paint in some graphics all over the pedal car. And we're going to be using the EnviroBase from PPG on all the graphics and even the clear. So we're excited to use the new PPG EnviroBase system. We got several colors that we're going to be trying out and see how they work. So, without further ado, let me get all the stuff ready to show you what we're going to do as far as the graphics are concerned. So, let me set this up for the graphics segment, and I'll be back. See you in a bit. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Lowrider Grind. We are getting ready to do some graphics on this particular area right here. We're going to do some water droplets. All we have to do now is I got a tack racket, and it's ready. Over here, we mixed some blue and some white. Blue on one side, white on the other side of the water droplet. And this is the water droplet right here. What we're going to be using for applying the graphics is the Iwata HPTH. As you notice, it's very interesting. It has a trigger on the bottom versus the trigger on top. I'm using 18 PSI for the line. I don't want to disturb the water drops, so let's see if that's enough. I haven't done it yet, but we'll check it out right now. We just want to shade the water drops darker in the front, a little bit lighter in the back, and in about one day, it'll evaporate, and we'll do the other side. So, let's get ready to do this. By the way, I'm using the Axis tack rack. Axis. Next, we're going to load the blue in the cup. Blue was actually diluted a little bit with water quantity reducer. It's a little thick, it's concentrated. We're using the Cobalt Candy Blue from PPG. Paint's ready to go. Now let me get my water drops here. water drops have dried overnight. Now it's time to hit it with a little candy on top of it. So we're going to use a little candy turquoise on top. Now I'm going to go ahead and take off the little tape here. There you have it. We have a little bit of water drops in here. I think the water drops will come out a little bit more once we get the clear coat on there. But there you see how it goes on. Sprayed it with the water TH trigger on the bottom. I think it came out pretty nice. Now it's time to do the other side. Okay, this is the other side of the pedal car, and as you can see the water droplets are dried. So it's time now to put in the turquoise candy on it. So let me get started on that. Let me get everything prepped up, and I'll bring you back when I'm shooting the turquoise candy in there. Okay, welcome back everybody. We're getting ready to shoot another panel, and on this panel I have it all ready to go. I'm going to use a stencil, and I'm going to use a light green inside, and I'm going to use a darker green that goes on the outside. So, using the HP TH, here we go. I think that's going to be fair enough. I can see the color went through. I don't want it too dark. 2 passes. I think that's going to be enough. We're going to move on to the other side. Okay, the stencil has been moved over. This is the last part of the graphics. So let me get it now. Here we go. Focus it in for you. Let me take the camera up there and show you how it looks. Now we're going to put a little darker shading in there. Give us some contrast. So let me go get that one. Now that we have the graphics on here, I'm going to go ahead and start shading it in. Give it with the darker green. to look pretty good. I'm following the line, the thin line here. I'm following that, making sure it gets nice and dark in the border. Go again. That's looking real good. I really like that. I'm going to give it one more outline effect. I'm going to dust it real easy inside just to kind of blend it in a little bit. Okay, this is going to be the third outline border, and I'm going to give it a quick sweep in the center. So let me hit it. All right. I'm going to adjust it from far away. See how far I can go. Right there. Oops, I ran out. Right at the very tip. That should do it. That should do it. I think I like it. We're going to do some graphics in here. Not much, but we're going to do some graphics in here. I have it cut out already. I'll tell you how it looks. I'll show it to you if I can see it. I have it here somewhere. Here it is. We're going to put this little graphic inside here. We'll be leafing, probably green variegated. So we're going to have a nice little green variegated foil in there. And for now, I'm going to let this panel dry overnight. And then I'm going to do the other side. Do the same thing. Then I'll come back and do my green variegated leaf in here. But there you go. That's it. That's the pedal car coming along from the Lowrider Grind. Okay, we are ready to do the other side. The other side of the pedal car with graphics, and we're going to use this template here. There's a template, and we're going to use these magnets to hold the template in place. So right now I'm going to put the template up. I'm going to move it about 3 times, I believe, 1, 2, 3, to cover the whole area. And I'm going to get ready to shoot it with some really light green. So let me go and prepare it, get it ready, and I'll show you how it goes. Alright, let's get ready to spray. This is the second coat of the light green. Here we go. Check the pressure. Good. Now I'm going to move my template over. Line her up. That's it. Let's go. Dry. About 2 coats should be uniform. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit and I'm gonna move it over. And that should be done. I'm gonna move it, I'm gonna disturb it. Looking at the template's a little bit wet, so it's a little bit wet, might be a little bit wet behind it. coming along. Now for the last leg. Last leg, line that up. Looks like it's lined up. Looks like about it. Good. Dry for a little bit. And there's that look. Kind of like the little waffle look. Next we got to do the shading. So the shading is coming up next, and we're going to use a darker green. It's more of a lime green. And so the darker green is going to give us some real nice shading. So let me go get that mixed up and I'll be right back. I haven't closed the door, getting a little bit too much wind. So now I'm getting ready to do the shading, and here I go. I'll do about, I'm going to do 2 coats on the border. I'm going to do 3 coats. I'm going to border it 3 times. Then I'm going to come in and give it shading on the overall picture. Just a light shade. So I'll do it 3 times. What I'm doing is I'm following the light green line. There's a light fine line, and I'm following that one all the way across. That's what I'm working with. Okay, I'm getting ready to go again. 2. I'll give it one more. I'm trying to visualize the other side and this side. The other side is a little bit darker. This is a medium. So I gotta get, hopefully that third one is gonna give me where I need. To match the other side. I like the darkness on it. Let me check the other side. Yeah, I like the darkness. Pretty much like the side. It takes on different effects from the angle that you look at it. It looks pretty dark. Very similar. Okay. I'm going to run a quick line though. Now I'm going to do the shading on the side. I'm kind of stay far away from it. Brighten it up a little bit. That's going to do it. And this is how it came out. Now I'll show the other side. Alright, we are back with the little Pellicar. We've done some work here, work here. Now we're gonna work up here in this little area right here. I'm gonna get ready to tape it off and do some kind of design on this one, and see how it looks in the front. And that one. So those two are gonna be getting done. So right now I'm gonna mask them off, and I'll bring you back when I'm getting done with the masking. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're gonna be shooting some design on these side panels, upper side panels. And what I'm gonna be using is this spacey little template. And I take the template and I put it on where I'm gonna shoot, and I use magnets to hold it in place. Now I already shot the other side with this little spacey looking thing stencil, and I'll show you how it looks. And this is how it looks. I still have to put a top coat on it, a candy coat over it that I'm gonna do in a little bit later as soon as I get the other one done. But I'll have a top coat put on that. Well, let me get to magnetizing this onto the body and spraying it. Alright, I'm finishing up the graphics for the side, upper side, and this is how I do it. The magnets hold up the template. I got the Eclipse working, and I'm going to shoot some color. That's how simple it really is. Just mixing up your paint. This is ready to shoot, ready to spray, and all I do is pour it in and shoot it. That should do it. There it is. Like a starry night. And I'm going to put some candy over it. It's going to bring out the background a little more. It's going to darken up all the real light green that you see here. Once I put the candy over it, it's going to make it a little bit darker. It's going to make it pop a little bit more. But it'll give it a little bit of darkness and some contrast. So let me let it dry for a little bit. Put all my stuff away. Then I'm going to come back with some candy green. Or just take it off and I'll give you a close-up. How it looks. Let me focus this in for you. There you go. And it's going to get darker as I throw on my candy green on it. A darker green. It's going to give it that crazy outer space look. There you go. Okay, we're getting ready to put the last coat of candy green on here, and that should do it, 3 coats, and I'm using my Iwata LPH 50 Mini Jet. So let me get the last coat on. Okay, we just shot the candy green over it. This is how it looks. I still need to put maybe a single pass or a double pass of clear just to protect all this graphics on here. So let me take a look. Look at that. That look pretty. So now I'm gonna mix a little bit of clear and just spray a couple of misters on it so we can protect the artwork on this. Right now it's exposed, so we want to protect it with a little bit of clear, and that should make it look real nice. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Let me adjust it a little bit. Okay, we have all of our graphics on here, and I did 3 coats, misting coats of clear, so I know that the graphics are protected. That's how it looks. We'll check the other side, and again, it looks protected. Now you got a little bit of shine on it. It's not a great shine, but it's a little shine, all to protect the graphics. That's all I did it for. So, moving along to another panel, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna let this dry overnight, then see what I can do to keep continuing on this little pedal car. But here's the graphics. All right, we got the spider effect put on. And now we're gonna go ahead and shoot the turquoise over the spiders. So let's go ahead and shoot the turquoise. That's how it looks with the spider effect on it. Here I go with the turquoise. Alright, we are getting ready to lay some clear coat down. So we got to take one of the extra stripes off, the thin one and the bigger one, the 1/4 inch. So now we got to take all that stripe off and get it ready for clear coating. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now, is pulling the 1/4 inch tape off and prepping it for clear coat. So let me get to work on getting all this stuff off so it'll look like this one versus right now it looks like that. And you put the clear coat on and make this thing pop. Alright, let me get back to work and removing that tape. Okay, I'll lay down 2 coats of protective clear. I don't want to put too much on it. I want to do a big buildup because we still have to do the pinstriping. So we have one more set of graphics to do on this one. I think we're going to be done. But right now we got the spiders, the spider effect on it. I think it looks pretty cool. So now we just have to work on the center part. This triangle there. It goes all the way to the back down there. That's the next part we're going to work on. That should be a fun part to do. That's going to be a really, really unique flake that we're going to do in there. Alright, well there it is. The last, second to the last graphics before the pedal car goes off to pinstriping and leafing. Okay, there you go. Alright, we're going to bury the flake now. So that's what we're in the process of doing. We shot 1 coat first. This is going to take quite a bit of coats because this thing is really super thick. So it might take 4 coats, but hopefully not. I'm going to do 3 and hopefully it'll bury all that flake. So right now I'm in the process of burying that flake. I shot a couple of tones, some forest green and some lime green just for shading. But we're going to do some leafing inside of it. So I left the original silver right in the middle. as we do our probably gold leafing, maybe do some silver leaf, spin it, but we'll see. Right now it's time to bury that flake. And there's how the spacey template looks. Wow, isn't that an interesting design? It's gonna look a lot interesting when we put the candy green on it. Anyway, let me do the other side. The camera's getting hot. Welcome back everyone to the Lowrider Grind. Well, this concludes this episode of spraying some graphics on your pedal car, and it's really not that difficult. We used the spider stencil, that was fun. And then we used this little rectangular square stencil. And then we used this cool spacey stencil here. And basically a lot of stencil work, and then we just played around with the candies, and this is what we came up with. So I want to thank everyone for staying tuned on how we were doing this pedal car. I'm not a professional, I made some mistakes, but we're all going to make mistakes, and you're all going to learn, and you're going to have fun with this. So stay tuned to our next episode where we're going to show you how to silver leaf this particular car and then stripe it. Now we might bring in some special guests for the striping, and for ultimately we're going to do some artwork here, and we're going to bring in a special guest for that. So the next episode will be striping, leafing, and turning the leaf, maybe some variegated leaf, and of course a guest that's going to do some airbrushing. So stay tuned to the next episode of the Pedal Car's Journey. This is going to be quite an interesting deal. Thank you for staying to the very end and checking out the car and what it goes through, these little simple processes. So stay tuned to the next episode. Lowrider Grind. Peace out. Give it a shot. Have fun.